I firsthand witnessed the power of the online world. If you do it right and you do it consistently, the amount of money that you can make is obscene. Like, like it's mad, literally mad. I think my best ever day that I had doing the same method that we do inside of Ultimate Online Mastery was $9,200 in one single day in a 24-hour period.
Hi everybody, today we are talking to Mr. Ashleigh Parry, who is one of the co-creators of the Ultimate Online Mastery course. Let's find out how Ashleigh started his online career and the whirlwind journey that has taken place so far. Let's all welcome Ashleigh Parry. Welcome. So can you just share with our listeners how your journey into the world of online entrepreneurship began? What inspired you to embark on this path?
Okay, so I kind of fell into it, really. I guess like a lot of things in life, right? Or some things in life. I was working a normal 9-to-5 job for like 10 years in London. Job hopping, really, because I wasn't really finding anything that I really enjoyed, and kept jumping from one thing to another every few years. And it was back in the summer of 2019. I got fired from my job. And so there was a lot more backstory to that, but let's just say that I got fired. And at that point, I was like, well, what the heck am I going to do? Because who's going to hire someone that just got fired, especially in the same industry? At least that's what I thought. I mean, what am I going to say in an interview, right? They fired me, but I can promise you I'm still good. Right, or whatever it could be. So I was like, well, I don't think that's going to really work. So what are my other options? So they gave me a little bit of money when they fired me, about 2 months worth of salary. Mm-hmm. So I knew I had that much time to pay the bills and do all that kind of stuff. And I did what I guess a lot of people do. I went online and started searching for ways to make money online. So I spent many a late night going down those YouTube rabbit holes, listening to all these people say, oh, you can do, I don't know, crypto and NFTs and, all this kind of stuff. And I'm sure they work, or maybe some won't, but I found this one particular video of this guy who was showing a very in-depth step-by-step guide. Like there was about 6 episodes, 1 hour each. And it was so in-depth. It was click here, open this website, change this color, blah, blah, blah. Like nothing, no stone left unturned. And I was like, well, I can just follow this and give it a go. And so I did, and it was affiliate marketing. And I'd never really heard about it before at all, really. But the concept to me made a lot of sense. It was very simple. And so, I gave it a go. And within my first 24 hours, I made $300.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, I'm onto something here. This works. And it's just gone on from there, really. I've just stuck with it and taken it to ever increasing levels, really.
Was there ever a time that you thought it might not work?
Yes, 100%. Because that's a big thing with, affiliate marketing or make money online, this niche, this online world. There is, you can't get away from it. There's a bit of a negative connotation or opinion from a lot of people because they think scam, or they think, you're rolling around in your Lamborghinis and your Ferraris and living that lifestyle, but actually you're the one that's the only person making money. Other people can't. Because people don't give it enough of a chance. They give it a go for 1 or 2 weeks, and then they're like, well, I haven't made any money, and so therefore it's a scam. And so to put it in perspective a little bit, when I first started, yes, I made that $300 in the first 24 hours, but I made a grand total of $456 in my first 6 months.
Oh, right. Yep. So you kept plodding along.
Yeah.
Well, that was good, because a lot of people have given up. Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, right? It's and I get it. People got bills to pay. They got mortgages. They got kids. They got all of these responsibilities. I'd been fired. I was making the money last for as long as possible. But in my situation, I had no other choice. Or I did. I could have gone, I could have gone worked in a bar or something or whatever. But I was like pig-headed. I'm gonna make this work because like I could see the potential and I could see other people making money. So I was like, if they can do it, why can't I?
And was this in like the COVID time?
Just before.
Okay.
So that was summer of 2019. So I started in August of 2019. And obviously COVID hit in March 2020, right?
Did that have much of an impact on what you were doing?
It actually supercharged it. It took us to the next level because more people were at their laptops at home looking for ways to supplement their income. And that's when it really skyrocketed.
Right. So can you describe how your life has kind of changed since you started the journey?
Well,
some of the most notable differences.
Well, so after that 6 months, when I started making money, I left London because my passion is traveling. I love to live the nomad lifestyle. I like to not be based in one place for too long. And so once that first 6 months were out of the way and it started rising and I was getting to the point where I was making the same amount each month that I was making at my old 9 to 5, and I knew that as long as I had my laptop and a Wi-Fi connection, I could do it from anywhere, I was off.
Right.
So literally from January 2020, I was out of there, or December 2019, actually, I was out of there. And I went straight to South America, and it's been a roller coaster from that point forward. So yeah, obviously stark differences. I was 9 to 5, job in London, 2-hour commute morning and night, putting myself into a train like a sardine with lots of other sweaty people, and going into an office with other people that I wouldn't necessarily choose to hang around with. And everything that's negative about the office, I think that's negative about the office environment, it was just not good for me whatsoever. And now I can dictate my own schedule because I work for myself, and most importantly, be based wherever I want for as long as I want or for as little as I want.
And had you ever thought about like it before you got terminated or retrenched or
terminated? Terminated. Whoa.
from your job? Had you ever
That's
thought
a bit
about
aggressive.
online marketing before that time to get out of the job, or it didn't even cross your mind?
Well, the jobs that I was doing are, well, at least for, I want to say like 4 years of that 10 years, I was in marketing, but I was working for a software company that had a platform for like blue chip corporations that would unify their marketing channels into one platform. So email, direct to consumer, on websites, pop-ups, all sorts of different things. They can log in one platform and do all of their marketing, and then one button, it just gets pushed out to customers in every touch point that they interact with their brand. So I was around marketing, but I know what people might be thinking watching this. Well, then you had a head start, you had some knowledge of marketing. I got fired, right? So I was obviously not very good. I couldn't do my job very well. So I honestly don't think that what I learned and experienced in my job has helped me to do what I do now in any shape or form, because it's night and day. Now I've had to learn how to be an entrepreneur, actually run a business, accountants, lawyers, different things. And obviously I'd never had to approach that when I was working for someone else, Yeah.
So are you still a solopreneur, or do you have a bit of a team now?
Yeah, so we've got a team. Yeah, we've got, don't ask me how many people. I think we've got maybe 6 or 7 people on the team. Again, all dotted around the world, some in the US, some in India, some in Malaysia, some in the UK. Because, I mean, that's a good point, actually. I was a solopreneur for probably the first 2.5 years of doing this. Mm-hmm. And then I realized that if I wanted to scale, I would have to allow myself to not have to control everything and give responsibilities to other people that were better than me at doing that particular thing. And then it freed me up to concentrate on the bigger picture and see where we were taking this thing. So like, for example, when I first started, I was writing all of my own emails, which is hugely time consuming because you have to come up with new ideas every day, new subject lines, new content, all this kind of stuff, GIFs and loads of different things. And now I've got a couple of guys that deal with all of my emails. And so it's just like an absolute weight off my shoulders because I hated doing it. And these guys are professionals and I pay them a professional salary. So they do a fantastic job every single day, because we send emails every single day, and I love seeing them come through, and I haven't done it at all. But the reason that they're able to have something to work with is because of the work that I put in previously to build up an email list.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to create the Ultimate Online Mastery? What was the linchpin there?
Well, because when I first got started with affiliate marketing, I was doing something called launch jacking.
Okay,
I
yep.
don't know if you've heard,
Yep.
don't know if you heard of that.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Make
So that-
videos. They don't do very well now. They just video the sales page and sell you their bonuses, and that really annoys me. But anyway, you probably did it the right way.
Well, if you look at a couple of my first videos, they're interesting. But I'm actually pretty proud of them because they're not so bad, the first ones, but obviously I got better. But like to explain to people what launch jacking is really quickly, it's every single day there are digital products launched onto the internet, right? Brand new products, softwares, training courses, whatever it may be, but digitally specific or exclusive. And because there are big marketers out there with big email lists and big audiences, they will be promoting this new product that's just been launched to their audience. Now, a certain percentage of their audience will want a bit more information than that marketer just gave them in order to be comfortable with their purchase. So a lot of people, or a percentage of those people, will go to the likes of YouTube, Google, wherever, and try and find reviews on this product, what other people think about it, right? Because it's a huge driver in online purchases. Think about Amazon. The vast majority of us, before we buy something on Amazon, we scroll down to those reviews and we see what people are saying. And if it's decent, we buy, because we're like sheep, right? We go with the pack. And so launch jacking is essentially where you're jacking that launch, because when you first get started with launch jacking, you don't have an audience, you don't have an email list. So what you're leveraging is that big marketer's traffic that is coming to YouTube or coming to Google. And because you've got a video on there on YouTube, or you've got a blog sitting on Google, you're capturing that traffic without actually generating the traffic yourself in the first place. Yeah. And so for someone that's brand new getting started, it's a great way to get started, because you can literally review a product. There's a lot of intricacies first to get access to the product and lots of other things around it. But if you can do a review of the product and have your affiliate link in the description, it's a great way to make money. And that's how I made that $300 in my first 24 hours, because that was my second review video that I ever did. Right. And so I was doing that for like, I want to say 2.5 years. And then I came across, to answer your question about Ultimate Online Mastery, I came across another method of affiliate marketing. See, I say of affiliate marketing, maybe not. I found another method of generating a heck more traffic for free that I could leverage with the affiliate marketing business model that I already knew and had kind of mastered, right? And so it was all to do with social media and using the battle that's going on between TikTok and Instagram, the fact that Instagram is aware that TikTok has a ton of users right now, and it's trying to attract those users back over to Instagram. And what we're doing inside of Ultimate Online Mastery is leveraging that battle to our own advantage by getting a load of free traffic, basically. So I started doing this and I made a lot of money with it. And I realized that it's very easily replicatable by anybody, right? And so I figured, well, let's package this up into a program that has a ton of support inside of it, Zoom calls, Facebook groups, all this kind of stuff, members area training videos, and get other people to do the same thing, because it is so easy. It just takes an hour or 2 hours a day, and give people the ability to monetize that, and then other people can make money with it. So that's why we created Ultimate Online Mastery.
So I have another question. Who found who? Did you find Mosh, or did Mosh find you?
So it's actually a funny story. Let me take a quick swig of water first. But you'll like how this links in. Okay, so remember I said that second review video that I did where I made $300? Yep. That was actually one of Mosh's products.
Right, okay, yep.
So I've known Mosh for a long time. Mosh has been in the affiliate marketing industry for, I want to say, about 10 years. So yeah, I mean, I'd known about him, and I'd promoted a lot of his products as I was growing that email list and launch jacking, and then I started creating some of my own products, and he would promote mine, I would promote his, blah, blah, blah. So we were aware of each other. And then when I started doing this new way of generating free traffic with the social media, as I said, I did really well with it. And I was posting my results online, and Mosh would be seeing them as well as a lot of other people. And I decided that I wanted to create something like Ultimate Online Mastery. And I don't really know like how it came about, but I guess we were already talking, or he wanted a bit more information about it, or whatever it was. And we just came to the conclusion that we were both in the position where we already had a lot of knowledge behind us. We knew what we were doing. We knew how to create an offer. We knew how to create websites. We knew how to create emails, all this kind of stuff that people would need when they join to make sure that their system is monetized. And so we were like, yeah, let's go into business together and create this together. And we thought it would be a great offering to people that were thinking of joining, because you're not getting just one person or one mentor. You're getting two for the price of one, essentially.
Yeah.
And so, and we bring different things to the table. Like Mosh is a bit more analytical, a bit more technical, likes to test things, A/B test them. Whereas I'm a bit more, I guess you could say, like front facing, like a bit more doing the webinars, a bit more doing the actual videos itself. Like, for example, in the training area, I've done all the training in the members area. And Mosh creates PDFs and ebooks and does the websites, does the emails. So yeah, he's more technical. So it's a good mix that we've got.
Yeah. So you're quite happy with the way things have worked out with Ultimate Online Mastery?
Yes, indeed. But I'm always looking to improve things, because Ultimate Online Mastery is the name itself is mastering the online space, right? So right now, what we help our students with is that social media method, because it is so easy. Everyone's got Instagram. Everyone knows how to use Facebook, blah, blah, blah. It's a very simple method, and that's great. But myself and Mosh, we definitely have a plan to open the net wider, right? Because it is Ultimate Online Mastery. So right now we're mastering the social space, but there is blogs, there is emails, there is everything in between, right, that you can do online to make money. So we definitely have plans to add more to it, add more modules, maybe a standalone thing, maybe like Ultimate Email Mastery and Ultimate YouTube Mastery, and these different things. There's definitely ideas in the pipeline. But right now, our focus is making our students as much money as possible with what we've got going on right now, because it is an absolute goldmine. So things in the background, on the back burner, but right now our focus is what we've got going on.
Standard practice to make a sale in the first 6 months, or not always?
Standard practice, yeah. Like what we say is that what we promise and guarantee, in fact, is we say that you'll make your first commission within the first 90 days.
Right.
But that comes with caveats.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's not a blanket guarantee. Like if you pay the money, and we set up things for you, and you don't do anything, you're not going to make money in 90 days. It's an action-based guarantee. So which we feel is kind of fair enough and understandable. Is that yes, you're paying a joining fee, but we are putting a lot of effort into you, both with support, but also the technical aspects that are built in the background for you. So all we require you to do is follow what we teach you consistently every day. So that's the thing. I've never talked about this being like get rich quick or overnight riches. It's not that, right? So if anyone's watching this thinking, I can pay the joining fee and then I'll be rich, no. Right? You're starting an online business with our support. You're becoming an entrepreneur, okay? And so you need to work every single day consistently, because by the very nature of social media, the algorithm likes to see consistency. It likes to see the snowball get started and continue rolling and not stop. When people go on vacation or whatever, then suddenly that snowball stops or slows down. It takes a little bit of time to get it back where it was before.
Yeah.
Because also you've got to think about it from the audience's point of view, is that I'm really wanting to follow Janelle because I like what she's talking about, but she's disappeared for 2 weeks on vacation.
So
it's like
go somewhere else.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. And so this is what I want to make sure that people are clear on, is that You're not paying. It's not like one of those things like those trading crypto things where you put an amount of money into a fund or whatever, and they trade crypto for you, and then you just sit back and watch these riches and profits
And
come
then
to
they
you.
close down before you get the money out. Yep.
That's a whole other dickens tale there, right there. Yes, I've been a victim of that as well when I
Me
first
too.
got started.
Um,
So that's the thing. This is an online bit, and that's a positive, because when you start with Ultimate Online Mastery, and what we're doing with the social media aspects is that you're building two assets that are yours and yours alone: the audience and the email list. Okay, we don't touch that whatsoever. You make a commission whenever you make a sale, and that's a 50% commission, and the money goes to you into your account directly. But also you're building that audience and email list. So because of that, in the future, if something changes or you decide that you want to promote another different product, then because you own those two assets, you've got complete flexibility to do that. All you have to do is change the link in your bio and you're away and golden. So it's like, with us, you're not locked into anything.
Yep.
We're actually helping you build an online business. Because like what I always say is the winners of the future are the ones with an audience.
Yeah.
And it is so true, because look at the way the world's going. Everyone is online. Everyone's using Instagram. Everyone's using Facebook. And instead of being a consumer, let's change the mindset into being a creator. Because, if here's another thing that I heard, a few years ago actually, but if something is free, you're the product,
That's
right?
Yep.
So I realized that. So I was mindlessly scrolling through Instagram, going through the reels every day before I started doing this. And now I'm doing the creator side of things. Now Instagram is giving me money, right? So I'm no longer the product.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's creating the content. And so, yeah, I mean, another thing to say at this point is some people might be thinking, I have to create content and put these videos on there. Number one, they're not hard. Number two, they're not long. They're about like 10 to 15 seconds long. And if you don't want to, you don't even need to show your face. So it's, like I said before, a really easy way to get started if you've got no experience in making money online, because anyone can do it and we're there to support you.
So with a lot of internet products, you hear about these high percentages of people that don't even go through the product.
Oh yeah.
Is that the case with you guys as well, or have you noticed, or do you find that people, because it is such an easy method, that they kind of jump on in and...
Well, it is an easy method, but like I said, it does take action, and it takes consistent action. And so there'll always be a percentage of people that will buy which blows my mind, by the way. It makes zero sense to me, but there'll always be a percentage of people that will buy and join and never actually use it, never even log in. It's
crazy.
It's pretty crazy. Like, I would never buy a pair of like trainers or sneakers and not wear them. But so it's crazy to me. But it is easy. And once you get into your flow and you know what you're doing each day, and we have a daily activity checklist in the members area and all this kind of stuff, it's not difficult. But if you've got a 9-to-5 job, yes, you'll have to do it in the evening or at the weekend. Or if you're going on vacation, you get your activities done in bulk before the vacation starts, so you can slowly post while you're on that vacation, And so it does take a little bit of adapting, but, if you stick with it and you're consistent, I'm going to say this so many times in this video, but if you're consistent, it will work, because we'll be there to make sure that we tweak things together if it's not quite working, or that doesn't look quite right, or you haven't created your profile correctly, or whatever. We'll get there eventually. So that's another big thing about a lot of these online products. Not only do people not even log in, but I think a big reason why a lot of people don't have success with products they buy online is because they're just given a members area with training videos and then see you later. There you go. That's the knowledge. Do it. And that's what they're told, right? Then there's never any hand holding. There's never any support, there's never any like one-to-one interaction. And, as you know, Janelle, we have a lot more in the background than just a training video members area. we have a lot of fun on the weekly Zoom calls, the masterminds, right? We get people's questions answered. We run through people's profiles. We, see what they've got going on. We've got the Facebook group where anyone can ask any questions they want whenever they want, So it's not just go and do it and we run away with your money. No, we're actually invested in your success, because at the end of the day, that's the affiliate marketing model. You get a 50% commission when you make a sale. We get the other 50%, right? Because we're the product creators. So it's in our interest to make sure that you do make sales, because when you make money, we make money.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah. And the support's great, I have to say. It's one of the few, because I have been in a few programs that have just left you high and dry. So have you got much competition out there with like doing similar things to what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And where do you reckon you stand at the top? Yep.
Obviously.
So for those who are intrigued and considering joining, what advice would you give them to get the most out of this program?
That's a great question. I mean, obviously make sure that you've got a spare, at minimum, hour per day to dedicate to this. Okay. Make sure that you've got a mobile phone or a cell phone. Okay. And make sure that you got an internet connection, right? If you've got those three things, you can make this work, right? But again, I'm not interested in having you join to be unsuccessful, right? I want every single member to be successful in making money for those reasons that I just previously mentioned. So if you've got the right mindset and you're coming in and you're going to be pig-headed about this, and you're going to say to yourself, I'm going to make this work regardless. I'm going to pester Ashleigh and Mosh incessantly until I get successful. That's the kind of students that we want, right? Because think about it from our point of view. If we're getting someone pester us incessantly, like questions every single day, they're obviously invested in this and they want to make this work. And we're willing to put the time back into them, because we know that if we tweak a few things, we change a few things, we'll get them to fly. So make sure that you have that mindset before you come in. If you're wanting something to be completely done for you, 100% done for you, so you sit back, like I said, with those crypto schemes and you just get your profits, this isn't for you. Okay. But if you're wanting to create an online business that will look after you into the future and allow you, if you want to be traveling, if that's your big thing, to do it from anywhere in the world, or as well as that, spend more time with the family, whatever's important to you, then this is something that you should consider for sure.
Right. Okay, and is there anything else you wanted to add before we sign off?
Is there anything else I want to add? I don't really think so. I mean, if people have got any questions, I'm sure you'll leave links in the description that they can go and check out various assets and see more details about Ultimate Online Mastery and what we do. And of course, you can reach out to me and Mosh on Instagram or Facebook, and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. I love sending voice notes in the DMs, that, Janelle. So I will chat away in the DMs answering any questions that people have. We're here and ready to get started, because let's make 2024 a really good year. And I've firsthand witnessed the power of the online world. If you do it right and you do it consistently, the amount of money that you can make is obscene. It's mad, literally mad. I think my best ever day that I had doing the same method that we do inside of Ultimate Online Mastery was $9,200 in one single day.
Wow.
In a 24-hour period. So
was that with just one video?
I mean, no, that was a series of videos all bringing traffic, because all of them got a decent amount of views.
Because it becomes passive after a while, yeah?
Yes, because once you put these pieces of content online, they're still getting views from weeks back, right? In fact, some that you'll post, you'll think, oh, well, I really thought that was a good video, and it gets like 10 views. But then 2 months later, suddenly it surges. Lots of people come and watch the video, and that's where we can make the commissions through affiliate marketing. So yeah, 9.2K in one day, and my best ever month was just over $80,000 in 1 month. So the power of what we do here is unreal, but you just got to start that snowball. I started from zero. Mosh started from zero. Everyone, in fact, that starts in Ultimate Online Mastery starts from zero. In fact, I've got a screenshot that I put on my stories all the time.
Yeah.
That I think it was July last year when I got started, or maybe, I don't know. I think it's 18 months before I got started with this particular method. And I got a screenshot with 4 followers on my Instagram, right? And so,
What's
you just
your
got to
count
start.
now?
260 odd thousand.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So you just got to get started. Yeah, that's the big thing, right? Another thing that a lot of people say with this whole social media thing is they say, oh, you're only making money because you've got a huge amount of followers. Well, okay, that is correct to some degree, but I started from 0. So, and all I did was, again, pig-headed about it. I posted every single day. I was like, I'm going to make this work. So I guess that's a recurrent theme through my whole story, is that I'm not going to give up because it's going to bloody work.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm seeing other people make money in all the methods that I've done. And I'm like, I guess I'm a bit arrogant in that sense. I'm like, well, if they can bloody do it, why can't I?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what's fueled me. And so, yeah, people that are thinking about getting started, whether it's with us, whether it's affiliate marketing in general, whether it's make money online in even bigger general, just stick with one thing. Don't get shiny object syndrome like Janelle, I think you've suffered from in the past, right? Jumping from one thing to another.
Yep.
Choose one thing that's obviously successful and it's obviously made a lot of people money. Stick with it and don't change, okay? Like, be pig-headed about it, because if you change, you lose the momentum what you just started with that, and you're constantly losing momentum. And so people get stuck in it. They say, oh, someone's selling this new thing about crypto, and someone's selling this new thing about NFTs, and someone's selling this new thing about artificial intelligence. I'll give that a go. This could be the thing that works for me. Stick with one thing. That is biggest advice that I would give.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Ashleigh. Appreciate it.
No problem at all. It's been an absolute pleasure.
If you'd like to take a closer look at the Ultimate Online Mastery course, just check my link in the description. And as an added bonus, I'm going to be giving you one-on-one coaching from myself until you see success with the Ultimate Online Mastery course. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.